The Super Bowl is happening this Sunday. Sports. I know what you're thinking. I know sports like a decent amount. On one side, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So in other words, it's Florida man versus cultural appropriation. Okay, 10-1 odds that someone's getting canceled. Okay, fine. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Before I moved to the United States, I did not watch the Super Bowl in Canada like ever. Maybe it's not even a Canadian thing. Maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe I'm the problem. But in my opinion, the NFL is just like starting and stopping and doing so much starting and stopping before you can score. No, it's like dating, except I don't get paid like they do to lose my mind. But here in America, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl of Super Bowls, okay? The chicken wings, the nachos, the indigestion. That's for real though, that's just like a normal day, I feel like, in America. America! But what I find fascinating is that the Super Bowl is the only time of year where people are excited to watch the commercials. Because on every other day, we're like trying to fast forward on the DVR, except on this show. People who watch this show love the advertisements and advertisers. Hello, please give us money. But when it's Super Bowl, suddenly people are like, shh, shh, I need to know what Chrissy Teigen said about this SUV. Which is why companies spend millions of dollars on Super Bowl ad space. This year, 30 seconds of a Super Bowl commercial is costing $5.5 million. That is the most expensive 30 seconds ever, unless you like rear-ended a Tesla. Million! 5.5 for 30 seconds, million! But here's the thing, this year a lot of the bigger corporations are opting out of doing Super Bowl commercials. Companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Budweiser are not spending money on Super Bowl ads, but are instead redirecting those funds to help the COVID crisis. Although let's be real, Pepsi probably pulled out because the last thing we need is Kendall Jenner solving 2020. She's gonna give COVID a soda, like here you go, problem solved. So instead of advertising, Pepsi is sponsoring the halftime show, which is genius and the exact same thing. Now, obviously, I support companies and brands putting their money towards good causes, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Like, now we don't get to watch our favorite B-list celebrities sell us products. Although, actually, wait, I was in a Super Bowl ad last year. Yeah. Am I a B-list celebrity? Oh, higher than I thought. When it comes to Super Bowl commercials, I always wonder, is the ad spend worth it? Is someone gonna stop in the middle of the grocery store and be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get these pistachios because they make me laugh? And am I really gonna go with your mortgage company because you had Jason Momoa in your commercial? Yes, the answer is absolutely. But last year, something interesting happened with my fellow Canadian Ryan Reynolds. He bought out a full-page ad in the New York Times and said, instead of spending money on a Super Bowl ad, his phone service, Mint Mobile, was gonna offer 300,000 months of free service to customers. Hi! Sorry, I just got all turned on. Free? Whoo! Also, Ryan Reynolds, but free? Whoo! CEOs take note. If you're gonna stunt hard. Not only did this work to get new customers, but it showed a shift in priorities. Maybe companies should be not so focused on just selling to us, but rather be more enticing by providing us with better options, like free. And then another thought I have is like, do these big companies really need Super Bowl ads? We already know all of these major corporations. You know what needs a Super Bowl ad? Okay, wearing a mask also over your nose. There, I did the sports. But because it is Super Bowl, as is tradition that I'm creating right now, I will end on one Tom Brady joke. How can you tell Tom Brady is an optimist? He sees every football as half full. Touchdown! Is that what they say? Touchdown? Touchdown!